Welcome to my Week 5 battle of the VDL. This week, the Indianapolis Infernapes are taking on Jake W., coach of the London Vestmaquins. We're coming off our first win last week against Record. Man, it was a very close battle, so if you missed it, be sure to check it out. But I'm hoping to continue my streak this week, but Jake W. does have a pretty threatening team, so let's take a look at their team, what I'm bringing, and we'll get into the battle. So their team consists of Nidoking, Alomomola, Porygon 2, Entei, Sigilif, Electrode, Brambleghast, Rampardos, Orthworm, and Charjabug, with their Terras being Electrode, Electric, Ice, Flying, and Rampardos, Rock, Grass, and Fire. So immediately looking at Jake's team, I'm very worried about both Entei and Nidoking as offensive threats because they are very scary into my team, especially something like Bronzong that can't choose whether to be Levitate or Heat Proof to, ignore fire or ground moves from these Pokemon. So you'll see kind of how I got around that. So first up we have misdreavus. This is going to be my win con again this week. They have no dark type on their team, so Shadow Balls are pretty much free into everything that's not named Porygon 2, but we have Psychic Noise for that, so if we have enough Calm Minds up, we will be able to 1v1 that since it can't heal up. Pain Splits to keep us healthy, especially against things like Alomomola, which have just an outrageous HP stat. And then Calm Mind is to get boosted up so that we can sweep their team. Next up, we're bringing a Choice Scarf Typhlosion. I feel like I'm always going to end up bringing this thing either Choice Scarf or Specs. That's just how it works best. Bringing standard moveset that I've been bringing, Eruption, Burn Up, Flamethrower, and then I went with Scorching Sands over Focus Blast. In hindsight, probably should have had Focus Blast because Orthworm can switch into Scorching Sands, but it hits Entei a little bit harder and a little bit more reliably. Assault Vest Serena is kind of a backup answer to Nidoking if Bronzong goes down too early, but this also can switch in on Electrode super easily. It can run Signal Beam. I do have to be careful of that, but I don't take too much from it. As well as Sigilif, Porygon 2. We're rocking max HP, enough Spadef to be able to take a Sludge Wave from a modest Life Orb Nidoking, and then we put the rest into attack investment. Power Whip, Knockoff, High Jump Kick, Rapid Spin. High Jump Kick is a little risky when Brambleghast is there, but it hits Porygon 2 and Orthworm a lot harder. And then Knockoff hits Brambleghast enough. I was going to throw Triple Axle, but Orthworm's just a bigger threat to Serena than Brambleghast is. Bring in Swellow. I'm really confident in Serena's ability to keep hazards off the field this week, so I felt good going with a offensive set on both Typhlosion and Swellow. I know it hasn't stopped me before having bad hazard removal, but this week I do feel very confident about it. And with Entei being as slow as it is, and then the speed gap between that and Electrode, I'm able to run Adamant. So with Guts and Flame Orb, Facade is going to be doing a ton of damage, and Brave Bird hits Brambleghast, which would swap into Facade, and then Heat Wave is specifically for Earthworm, and U-Turn to pivot. This is the set I'm most excited to bring this week. We're bringing a Heat-proof Bronzong, but still bringing a Shukaberry because ground moves are scary. Now, we have enough HP and special defense to be able to swap in on a Flamethrower from Nidoking. So say we have, like Serena out or something like that, and then we can take the follow-up Earth Power with the Shukaberry, and we do about 89 to like 99% with Psychic. So just need a little bit of chip damage, even just Stealth Rocks up on the field maybe a little sooner in the battle to be able to KO that Nidoking outright. And then this can also take a Sacred Fire and Bulldoze combination from Entei. I don't believe I can take 2 Sacred Fires, but maybe. And finally, because as I said, Nidoking, Entei scare me a lot, we're bringing Choice Scarf, Lantern, Modest Max Special Attack, Surf, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flip Turn. I love that this Pokemon gets Flip Turn. I always result to putting Volt Switch on, and then like midway through building, I'll be like, oh, this gets Flip Turn. I don't need to worry about ground types, and it makes my life so much better. But I'm hoping a offensive Lantern set will be able to catch my opponent a little bit off guard, considering I've pretty much brought it defensive, or in last week's case, a trapping set. But yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, subscribe. Let's get into the battle. Okay, here we are at the battle. My opponent brings Rampardos, Porygon, Nidoking, Alomomola. Wow, I butchered that. Alomomola, Brambleghast, and Sigilif. Pretty thankful not to see Entei on this team. Same with, whatchamacallit, Orthworm. So I want to lead early with Bronzong, try to get my Stealth Rocks up. It is also pretty free to lead Choice Scarf Lantern here. I think I'm going to do that instead. We're going to lead Lantern, and we can always just Flip Turn out. They lead Rampardos, which can Terra into a Grass type, but if it's max speed Scarf, we're not faster. That's alright. I doubt there'll be a Choice Scarf Rampardos. I have to be careful with Trace Porygon with our Volt Absorb. Don't want it to get healed off of that. I could go Serena here to get a knockoff early. I could also go Bronzong, but I kind of want to keep that healthy for Nidoking, so we'll go Serena and we'll get a knockoff here. Removing any item from any of their Pokemon is just going to be a good thing. Okay, we remove the Eviolite from Porygon, which is best case scenario, and we eat up those hits. Now, High Jump Kick obviously would be the best play. It does the most damage to this Porygon, but Brambleghast is right there, and I don't want to take that 50% recoil. Okay, so it looks like that is a specially defensive Porygon, and Power Whip will do about 53%, and it'll hit Brambleghast as well. So we'll click this here. Ooh, that does a good chunk to Sigilif as well. Let me see what a knockoff does, because considering I'm Assault Vest, I'm not really scared of an Air Slash. I mean, Flinch would be annoying, but can't really do anything about that. I'm going to go for a knockoff. It will KO. I just have to hope to not get flinched. That looks like it's Choice Specs. Okay, it was Life Orb. Well, we got rid of that, so I don't have to worry about that. I was worried about like a kind of a Calm Mind setup set, like full Fizz Dev, and I thought I wouldn't be able to handle it with like Toxic, but ended up not being that big of an issue. Rampardos comes out, and I'm not willing to let this Serena go down yet because they still have Stealth. Well, I guess this is their only Stealth Rocker. They could have Nidoking as one, but I really, really doubt it. So I'm just going to knock off here. They Rock Polish. Okay. We remove a Life Orb, so that's cool. Bronzong should still be able to take a hit, especially because I'm Heat Proof. We'll High Jump Kick here, but we're going to go down. Okay. So now I need to... I probably go Bronzong, but I need to make sure that it's going to kill this Rampardos. Bronzong takes most likely under half. Actually, I didn't put attack investment into this. Okay, we take a little bit over half, but we do KO most of the time back with Psychic here. So that's what I have to go for. Please KO. Oh, no. Oh, that's an issue. Alrighty. I do have Typhlosion, who should outspeed with Choice Scarf. But Bronzong's going to have to go down in order for that to happen, I think. Damn, Bronzong. I needed you to get that roll. Alright, we'll just go for another one. And then we'll go Typhlosion, who should outspeed Rampardos at +2. Yeah, even if it's Jolly, we do outspeed with this. So we will go here, and we'll just click Eruption. It's free. We don't have to click like Scorching Sands or anything. Alright, that goes down. Huge threat. Now we have to deal with this. So let's go back out into Aloe here. This is like my best way of weakening it. Oh, that's even better. I appreciate that. I want a Thunderbolt, but Porygon or Nidoking could come out. I'll Surf once. Okay. I could have gotten a Thunderbolt off, but is what it is. What's making me nervous is all of my defensive checks are kind of gone. Swellow comes into this really easily, thank goodness. But aside from that, like, Lantern's an offensive set. Typhlosion's obviously choice, and the misdreavus wants to be able to set up, so... Damn, that did a lot. Alright, I'm gonna Brave Bird here. Hits everything. Okay. Okay. Alright, we will just go Typhlosion and knock that out. So, misdreavus is looking kind of goated now. Yeah, this is looking good. Because I have Psychic Noise to stop Porygon from healing up. I'm gonna Thunderbolt this time. Oh, you bulky. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. That looked like Assault Vest. Like, you're probably not toxic. I don't appreciate knockoff, but I can't do anything about it. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Alright, we see Porygon come out. I'm gonna Calm Mind again. Alright, I'm gonna go one more. And I'm gonna Pain Split. I'm really just gonna hope no crits. Nothing I can do. I can't, like... I'll play it anyway, you know? So, Psychic Noise, no recover for you. Awesome. Okay. Aloe comes out, we're gonna Pain Split, get a ton of health back. We'll get back to full. Alright, and then we'll Terra Ghost Shadow Ball. Or do I Pain Split again? I'm going to Pain Split again. This thing will always have more health than me. Look at how much health I get back. That is insane. Alright, and I'm going to Terra Ghost Shadow Ball this. It should KO if we win the speed tie. Which, hopefully we win. Okay, no, we eat it. Okay, that should be GG. That knockoff might KO. Well, no, I Pain Split first to weaken it. And then I just Shadow Ball. Ooh, close game. Oh my goodness. I gained so much health back. GG's to Jake. That Rampardos definitely had me worried. I thought Bronzong was going to be able to kill it, but it was just shy of that range. But misdreavus came through at the end. Pain Split was really goated. I originally had that as, I think I had Draining Kiss for recovery, and then ultimately I was like, wait, Alolamola's HP is just stupid. Let me Pain Split. I will always gain so much more health back off of that, so that is what I went with. But if you enjoy, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week. Peace.